Hundreds of thousands littered the battlefield. The slaughter at Kalinga was so absolute, it literally turned the Daya River red. Emperor Ashoka stood as the undisputed victor. But looking out over the rotting corpses and listening to the cries of the survivors, his identity as an iron-fisted conqueror shattered. He immediately renounced physical warfare. He traded his armor for the teachings of Buddhism, committing the rest of his reign to Dharma, compassion and absolute nonviolence. Dropping his weapons was the first step, but watching an entire region burn forced Ashoka to recognize a secondary, far more terrifying threat to human survival, one that couldn't be defeated with an army. He realized that raw intellect and advanced science, stripped of moral boundaries, pose an existential risk. An arrow or a sword has a strictly limited casualty radius. It can kill the person standing directly in front of you. But weaponized knowledge, the mechanics of disease, the manipulation of human psychology, can wipe out an entire civilization if handed to a greedy ruler. To protect the future, Ashoka determined he had to build a permanent, impenetrable prison for these dangerous concepts. He initiated a covert protocol that has allegedly operated in the shadows for over 2 millennia. The objective was simple: identify world-ending scientific concepts and permanently quarantine them from the general public. Ashoka recruited the 9 most brilliant minds of his era. Their pasts were erased. Their identities were stripped. They became silent, nameless guardians. As we can see in this web diagram, his decree fractured the known sciences into separate disciplines. Each guardian was entrusted with a single, highly specialized book containing research that was strictly forbidden to see the light of day. Nodes 1 and 9 isolated the study of propaganda and sociology. These books contained blueprints for mass mind control and the weaponization of human psychology to collapse societies from the inside. Nodes 2 and 3 locked away physiology and microbiology. They detailed the mechanics of the human body and microscopic life, granting the reader the ability to engineer apocalyptic plagues or kill an enemy with a single physical touch. Book 4 covered alchemy, the manipulation of matter at its base level, the hoarding of infinite wealth, and the incredibly dangerous pursuit of biological immortality. Books 5 and 6 contained advanced theories of long-distance communication and the actual manipulation of planetary gravity. And the final texts mapped cosmology and the properties of light, theorizing how to harness the mechanics of the universe to create concentrated energy weapons far beyond ancient capabilities. These 9 books functioned as an arsenal of doomsday devices, carefully quarantined from humanity's darkest impulses. But human beings grow old. Securing a secret vault for thousands of years presents a massive logistical problem. How do you stop the chain of custody from breaking? The system required an unbroken relay. As a guardian neared the end of their life, their sole duty was to locate, rigorously test, and initiate a worthy successor to inherit their specific volume. While the men were mortal, this continuous generational handover created an immortal, living lock on human knowledge. Look closely at the timeline of human history. We sit technologically stagnant for centuries, and then suddenly we experience explosive, inexplicable leaps in scientific discovery that seem totally disconnected from the era they happen in. A prevailing theory suggests these massive technological jumps are not accidents. They are calculated, microdosed leaks of data from the 9 books, released into the public domain only when the Guardians determine humanity is morally mature enough to handle them. The technological evolution we assume we are driving ourselves might actually be a carefully curated path, managed by unseen hands. Modern scholars, naturally, demand physical proof. Without surviving documents, many historians dismiss the 9 unknown as pure myth. But this skepticism ignores the ancient Indian cultural practice of Gupt Gyan, or secret knowledge. Highly advanced mathematics, astronomy, and medical sciences were strictly siloed inside elite gurukuls to prevent them from being misused by the uninitiated. Whether Ashoka literally appointed 9 men, or the story is a profound historical allegory, it serves as a precise warning system for modern civilization. Unregulated information remains the most dangerous weapon on Earth. Our survival depends on the wisdom, compassion, and restraint we show when deciding how to use it.